the door is actually opened, so we'll have a look. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm here today in this church yard area here in Comber, Northern Ireland, and we're here today to look at this grave and a couple of other interesting ones in the area here. So this is a non-subscribing Presbyterian church, and the one I want to show you is just over here, and this is the family grave here with the urn on top. This is the Andrews family grave, and the name Andrews, I'm sure you've all heard of Thomas Andrews, the famous man who helped design the famous Titanic, Thomas Andrews. So on the front here it says, in loving memory of the Right Honourable John M. Andrews, who was born in 1871 and died in 1956, Prime Minister of Northern Ireland from 1940 to 1943. He gave long service in Parliament representing Mid-Down.
Ulster is the key to the defence of Ireland. To make it neutral would mean handing over that key to Hitler.
And his wife, Jessie Andrews of Bolton, and she passed away in 1950. So just on the other side of this gravestone here, the inscription says, in loving memory of their second son, Thomas, born the 7th of February 1873, lost at sea in the foundering of the SS Titanic the 15th of April 1912. Pure, just, generous, affectionate and heroic, it says on the inscription. He gave his life that others might be saved. Very, very interesting grave there of the Andrews family and that famous connection to the Titanic. Thomas Andrews, the brains really behind the building of the Titanic, and sadly sank in 1912, and he was lost at sea. So I'll just take you down and we'll read a couple of the other headstones in the churchyard area. And after this then I'm going to bring you over to a mausoleum. It's the Andrews Mausoleum, so it's the same family that you see here, the Andrews, connected with the famous Titanic. Or some lovely graves here, erected by Thomas and George Henderson of Comber, in affectionate remembrance of their beloved sister Maggie J. Gibson, who died the 6th of November 1875, aged 17 years old, and their mother Agnes. She died in 1883, aged 67. So they're really beautiful headstones. And here we have a John Montgomery in memory of his beloved wife Annabella Henderson and infant daughter, died the 6th of September 1874. So the service on here today, I believe. There's people going in there, so I don't want to go near the church area. I can't bring you inside to show it. I think that area there is actually interments. Maybe people's ashes are there. This one is erected by John Jackson of Comber in memory of his children Ellen and William James. Really nice headstone. Wow, look at this one. Look at that wrought iron railing that goes around this. It's huge. Look at that. And it says here, in memory of Matilda Simonton, who was born in 1867 and died in 1869. And we have Ellen underneath, who died in 1880, age 46, and we have a John who died in 1905. Nice railing around this as well. Urn on top. And this one is the remains of his sister. It says Mrs. Sarah Jane Shield are interred here. She died October 1867 in the 54th year of her age. I'm sure there's another inscription on the other side of it. Agnes Perry, wife of John Miller of Cumber, distiller. She died in 1863 in her 46th year. So a distiller there, the inscription on that would be a distillery, like maybe whiskey and stuff, distilled all that alcohol businesses. A really nice one here as well with the old urn on it. We can see the date 1873 underneath. This was erected by George Jervis of Cumber in memory of his wife Jane Jervis, who died the 7th of July 1872, aged 77 years. Also the above named George, and he passed away in 1881, aged 68 years old. Very nice. Small graveyard here. So I just wanted to come in and show you that very interesting grave here of the Andrews family and the connection, of course, to Thomas and the Titanic. So let's go over now and we visit the family mausoleum of the Andrews family. They have a beautiful mausoleum. We'll go over there and have a look. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm over here as promised in Cumber Parish Church, and we're here to see, this is the mausoleum here of the Andrews family, connected to Thomas from the Titanic. And we'll just read what it says here. Erected by William Andrews, 1867. His father James died in 1841. So there's a number, I won't be able to read them all. There's a lot of Andrews family names there. And that's the mausoleum. Look at that. It's a huge mausoleum. That big green door on it. And there's a grave here just in front. We'll read this. Here lies the body of John Taylor, who departed this life the 6th of February 1794, aged 76, and his son John, who died in 1813, aged 58 years old. So it's a beautiful graveyard. Some wrought iron there. Just over here we have like a chest tomb in that area. Now the interesting fact, guys, about this mausoleum is, I was very lucky, the door is actually opened. So I was speaking to somebody here who filled me in. I won't mention names, but there is no coffins in there. The coffins are actually underneath. The steps that go down in there into a vault area, and the coffins are underneath. They're not actually in here, but there's ashes in here, interred in a box. So we'll have a look. So the door is opened. So there's ashes in here. And it's kind of all shelved area. Now whether there was coffins in here before, I'm not sure. You can see a name on that. Sidney Andrews, the third son of John Andrews, who was born in 19th of December 1877 and died in 1966. And another one here, someone who died in 1973, Elizabeth Andrews. So her ashes are in that. Look at that box. Wow. 1966. We have another one there as well, wrapped in plastic. So I'm not staying too long in here, guys. We can just see something there. There's a lot of writing there, like inscriptions as well. The Andrews family. There's actually another one over here. Look at this. There are ashes interred in there as well. Wow. So that's all that's in here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 ashes interred in here in boxes. Wow. So I'm going back out and close this door. So guys, just a bit of information on the Andrews Mausoleum. The ashes that we actually saw inside there, that are in that box, of Elizabeth Andrews. She was actually the daughter of the famous Thomas Andrews, who built Titanic. And sadly she was killed in a car accident. So that's the ashes we were looking at in the box. She was the daughter of Thomas Andrews, the famous shipbuilder. Wow, super history and amazing. Really nice mausoleum. Beautiful graves here as well. Look at this, chest tombs. We got a tabletop here. And how lucky were we to get in to have a look inside that mausoleum. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Right guys, so just down here from the church there where we were looking at the mausoleum, there's some more very interesting vaults here. Look at this. This is the burial place of the Birch family. Amazing old graveyard. And this one here. And the stone inside there says the family burying ground of Guy Stone of Barn Hill, enclosed, it says AD 1847. And just under it says, in consequence, is it, of interments being prohibited within the walls of the church where the family had therefore been buried. Wow. And just here we have a grave, very interesting here, this one, in memory of the beloved son William, aged 18 years, who was drowned while bathing in Loch Ness near Antrim on the 5th of July 1884. And it says there, all Pass Presbyterian Church, Sabbath School, Belfast. Annual holiday. Also the beloved son Robert, who died in 1894, aged 18. So a sad inscription there. William, 18, who drowned while bathing at Loch Ness. Very tragic. Some more areas there, burying people in the vaults. So I'll just bring you up here before we leave and show you a couple of more of these very elaborate graves. There's another big one here, look at that. And sadly the inscription is worn off it. The stone is decaying on this. This one here, it says, erected by Alan William and James Ralphs, Esquires, on Cumber in 1822. And we'll have a look up here, and we have a chest tomb inside there, look at that. So underneath there then would have been the vault, the coffins and stuff. This area here, I think they're cleaning up and trying to do what they can. You can see the plastic here and the old wrought iron railing, but look at this very interesting one here with the bird on it. James and William Hannah of Cumber, 1872, in memory of John, who died in 1860. Wow. Super headstone, look at that. Another huge one there, look at that. John Allen, 1855, I think. And just up the top there, I'll zoom in and try and show you. Look at that, stone carving on it. And your urn on the top. Wow. One more, guys, maybe, before we go on the way out. So much to see here, but so little time. Wow, look at this. Mingled with our native dust, rest underneath the remains of John Cargo, stone cutter, who died the 8th of July 1833, aged 35 years. Also his son U.B. Cargo, who died 1832, aged 6 years old. Wow, look at that. Stone cutter. Another very elaborate looking vault here. We can see the rings, the entrance down into it. And we have tomb at the top. Right guys, so I'm definitely wrapping it up now. I have to thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next adventure.